Megan Hodge because two of her teammates were set more than she was, and that does not happen for the Nittany Lions, and Wilson gets the kill inside. Point Penn State. Fourth for Ariel, the junior from Broadview, Illinois. One of their 4 first-team All-Americans, along with Glass, Hodge, and Brown. Fawcett, tool on the block, Point, Texas.
Megan Hodge not getting her left hand strong there. Fawcett tooling it off the block. That's a matchup that Penn State wants to work better than it has so far.
Kiskner serving, the senior from Sugar Land, Texas. And Fatima Balzo, one of the newcomers to the starting lineup this year, strikes. Long on the service error for a Penn State team that's been number 1 all season. Texas number 2 nipping at their heels. And adding to the intrigue this year as well, Coach, was the move by assistant coach Salima Rockwell. Played at Penn State, longtime assistant at Penn State, guided center Alicia Glass, and in the offseason, not in any acrimonious way, left for greener pastures, if you will, at Texas. She was the highest paid assistant coach, and one of the big reasons why they have been successful with Ashley Engel setting.
Coach Elliott, the relentless recruiter. Now he doesn't just recruit players, he recruited talent on his bench, on his staff, and she has been a huge upgrade as far as helping her setters, especially Ashley Engel, who only sets part-time, and of course Michelle Coker. They each set only part-time, but helping them calm down, make better decisions. They love her sense of humor. Even if they're making a bad play and they're watching it on tape, they can laugh it off and just figure out, how do we make a better one?
Still friendly with a lot of the Penn State players, and has provided for some emotional moments, but a few awkward ones as well. The Penn State fans right behind the Texas bench now. It's funny to see Rockwell in the burnt orange this year in her first season.
We had a sign up earlier, you look better in blue. But not only does she help the setters, she's just taken over the whole offense. Coach Elliott loves how experienced she is. She was a captain of her team, captain of the USA national team. Such a calming presence. He said, I'm just going to hand over my whole offense to her.
Glass unable to connect with Wilson. Point Texas up early here in the second set.
I think the story so far, Penn State not passing that well, Hodge getting no offense, Wilson struggling, Blair struggling. That's the big 3 for Penn State.
Hodge still has not taken a swing yet in this set as Texas gets another kill.
They cannot get Blair, Brown, or Ariel Wilson going this time. Brown getting blocked against 2.
Doris serving the ace.
Penn State trying to pass with 2. Unable to do so that time. Megan Hodge covering half the court, forcing a timeout.
Texas doubling up Penn State 8-4 in the second. They already have the 1-0 lead in the national championship. Free ball, Nittany Lions. Glass to Megan Hodge. It's over. The Penn State Nittany Lions are the 2007 national champions. Krista's going to set it. Fawcett running in. Off the block. The national championship for the second year in a row goes to a perfect Penn State Nittany Lion team. 38-0. The last 2 titles looking for a third, but they are in a funk so far through the first couple of sets. They have never trailed 2-0 over the course of the last 101 wins and have only played 2 5-set matches in the last 2 seasons. And they come out of the timeout and get the point.
Coming into this match, Penn State had on paper a big advantage in terms of being the better passing team, the team that controls the opponent's pass. And there's a rare poor pass from Heather Kistner, the libero for Texas.
Tip by Engel.
Confusion there. 2 players for Penn State all over them. But one of the things that a lot of college teams do, they measure their passing in real time on a 3-point scale. And after that first set, Penn State getting out-passed. A good number would be 2.4. Penn State only at a 1.9 versus Texas's 2.1.
Glass looking for Dorton. Point Penn State. Dorton showing a lot of emotion. The freshman trying to fire up her teammates right now. 5 kills. She's one of the players that doesn't have a trophy yet.
Well, who would have thunk it? The leading kill outside hitter or hitter in general for Penn State, the freshman Dorton.
Hooker back low. They go back to Destiny. Got her.
Penn State again leaving middle. Watch these 2 outside blockers for Penn State just bailing on this play. They have got to help. That's leaving 2 lanes wide open for Destiny Hooker. No wing help from the blockers.
Glass looking for Hodge. Still cannot get it going. Let's see if they go back to her again. Megan Hodge, the National Player of the Year, finds the floor.
And it's especially important for Penn State when they have maybe an Amber Roberson hitting in front of them who doesn't get a lot of swings. They have to think every time Texas can get the ball to Hooker, they've got to watch out for that.
Hooker! Wide left. Point Penn State. Boy, those 2 can bring some heat. Hooker and Hodge.
Going to strap on the crash helmet if you're going to try and dig that line shot there. Blair Brown just getting out of the way. Hooker more often, as most outside hitters are, patterned much more toward the angle. That time she saw a little bit of line left with Alicia Glass, the blocker in front of her.
Angle. Hooker tips it around the block. She is making all the right moves so far.
And that last hit, the play before, was so hard she had Blair Brown leaning back a little. Brown thinking, another one hard's coming at me, but she reacted too late to get the tip up. Moving backward because of the heat that came before.
We have seen a lot of Penn State over the last couple of years, and rarely do they look tentative, which is the word that comes to mind right now. Hodge sent back by Texas. She'll swing again, dug up by Kistner. Looking to Hooker. Yes.
Well, we talked about it early in the show. Hooker and Hodge could neutralize each other, but it's not that case. Even a great hit over the block. Kistner comes up with it. Hooker has the answer. Hodge does not.
9 kills now for Destiny. Hodge tried to tip it. Hooker rips it. 10 kills for Destiny.
And that was not an easy ball to hit from Destiny Hooker. Way off the net. She worked hard with her feet, got it in front of her. Hit that seam between middle back and right back.
There's Megan Hodge. Her 3rd kill.
Now again, we'll see which way Penn State serves. If they can keep it off the libero for Texas. No, they can't. Perfect pass. And the put away because of that perfect pass. That's what we call in-system volleyball. A pass right on top of the setter's head. Texas could have run any one of its 3 options.
They've got no answer right now for Destiny Hooker. 14-9 Texas. Fawcett with a good serve. Hooker pounces.
And in that last timeout, that was the most animated I've seen Coach Rose in a while. We'll see what he has to say to his team here. But they need to wake up out of their funk. Texas is taking it to them. Penn State not reacting to pulling themselves up off the floor.
The Longhorns looking to end this one quickly.
The NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship is presented on ESPN by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. We'll pick you up. And in part by GMC. We are professional grade.
Texas with the lead in the second. They already took the opening set and are trying for the commanding lead. Let's get to know the All-American for the Longhorns, Destiny Hooker.
Hi, my name is Destiny Hooker, and I'm a senior outside hitter from San Antonio, Texas. I hold the indoor high jump collegiate record with a jump of 6'6". Along with our football team, we hope to win the first of 2 national titles. My favorite thing to do is to hang out with my best friend and teammate, Julianne Fawcett.
And Hooker on a tear right now with a dozen kills. Destiny gonna swing again. Got it down. Hitting over 450 so far in the match.
Take those kills minus the errors, and of course we got to add a 13th one that she lodged just since then, but that was a 3-person block up, and still she hit it around it down the line. Very effective for Texas.
They've taken 6 of the last 7 points. Kistner with another good get, and it's all Hooker for Texas. Tremendous defense, giving Destiny another opportunity.
Wow, Texas just coming back that much harder. What a read by Kistner to dive and bruise the floor and make that play, giving Hooker the opportunity to finish it off. But that was the most thunder we've seen all night. No answer for Penn State. We talked about it early, thinking Hodge and Hooker would be about a wash. It's clearly not.
Yep.
Hooker dominating Penn State. Hodge having no answer so far.
Destiny already with 9 kills of their 17 in this set. And here she comes again. Number 2, Texas. Number 1, Penn State. The Nittany Lions' quest for a 3rd consecutive championship is in serious jeopardy. Texas has put them in an early funk. 101 consecutive wins, and over the course of that streak, they have never been down 0-2, and they're close to it tonight.
And UCLA was the closest team ever at trying to win 3 in a row, won in 90 and 91, but lost in 4 sets to Stanford in the final. Now Penn State having that opportunity, but getting really blown out in this second set.
They have just not been able to get on track, and meanwhile, Texas has been getting an outstanding effort from Destiny Hooker. Amber Roberson gets the kill right there.
It's hard enough to stop Hooker, but when all the other players start making kills, including Amber Roberson, that number 18 for Texas that time, then it's even more trouble because they can't just key on Hooker.
Dorton, she has been the one bright spot so far for Penn State. The freshman with 6 kills.
Leading her team with those 6 kills, but normally she averages just a little over 2 per set.
Blair Brown with the service error. Texas 5 points away from a 2-0 lead. Ace for Engel.
We haven't seen some of these serves from Julianne Fawcett and from Ashley Engel. They are unleashing on their jump serve and not worrying so much about the errors because they're getting the aces, and it's taking Penn State out of its game. Normally Penn State has a good passing team, but not so far this match.
Billico to serve, down a touchdown. Fawcett unloads.
One Fawcett coming barreling in here. Alicia Glass just a little too far outside. That end blocker for Penn State. and she just rips it in the seam between the two blockers.
Glass. Hodge blocked. Fawcett this time on the other side. Wilson setting Hodge the tip. Kistner's got it. Hooker. Glass to Hodge, yes.
Megan Hodge has got to be the leader of this Penn State squad. All her experience, four-time All-American. This is the time that I think a lot of her teammates are looking to her for that leadership. An opportunity, great opportunity for Penn State to respond to adversity. We'll see how they do the rest of this second set and beyond.
Net violation. Point Texas. Kistner will serve. Hodge off the fingertips.
And we saw the speed of that set pick up a little bit. That's one thing. The faster the set to Megan Hodge, the more effective she is, the less time blockers have to front her. We'll look for a lot of that. The rest of this match is Penn State trying to pick up the tempo.
Hooker blocked. Penn State trying to at least get a little momentum into the intermission. Angle. Hooker stopped again.
Better help by the Penn State end blocker. In that case, Blair Brown getting a two-person block up. Don't want to leave a one-on-one situation for Destiny Hooker.
Penn State starting to show some life. They've taken the last 3 points. We've got a big basketball game coming your way on Wednesday with another number 1 versus number 2 showdown. UConn and Stanford on ESPN2 at 5:30 Eastern. It's a part of Holiday Hoops presented by Kay Jewelers. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. The last time Connecticut lost, by the way, they won the title unbeaten last year, was in this building to Stanford 2 years ago in the national semifinals when the Cardinal bounced the Huskies out. And then a year ago, Connecticut returned the favor and beat Stanford in the semis en route to the title. So some history here at the St. Pete Times Forum between the number 1 and number 2 teams in a bit of a different sport. Connecticut, the favorite to win a 7th championship this year. Stanford, a lot of folks in the basketball community think that that is the probable matchup again in the finals next spring. And right now, this highly anticipated showdown is not living up to the hype in what we thought might be a 5-set thriller. It's all Texas so far.
One of the things he's got to be telling his team is A, outside blockers, you've got to help more when plays are coming down the middle of the court. B, we have to keep the serve away from Heather Kistner, who's the best passer for Texas, wearing the different color jersey. She's number 19 in black. The last play, Penn State was able to do it, keep it off her. Their best target right now is actually a cross-court serve from Alicia Glass to number 1, Julianne Fawcett. Let's see if she goes that way. Nope.
Angle. Fawcett. The Penn State block. Starting to rise to the occasion.
Better strong left hand that time, that outside hand of Megan Hodge. And all of a sudden, Penn State's back in it. This is a winnable set now for them.
Angle. Hooker. Slowed by the block. Elbowed out of bounds. And so the set points are now stacked up for Texas. Glass to Blair Brown. Kistner there again. Double contact on the horns. Point Penn State. They have taken 5 of the last 6.
Kistner's been doing a really nice job positioning herself, especially looking for those cutback shots, picking that one up there, but Texas can't convert.
Still a set point. Doris, the off speed, got it. And the Texas Longhorns are up 2-zip on the 2-time
The same position Texas was up last year in the semifinals against Stanford, running out with all the momentum. Stanford was able to turn around. See if Penn State can do it this year.
25-22 and